So I'm going to talk you through how I think this could and should be done in an employee meeting. So I just want to give you, as an employee, an opportunity to advocate, to give your voice to what you think is important in this community. You'll have a survey in front of you that we want to know what you think and feel about your community. So let's just take 5 minutes. You have your pen handy, and this is a completely confidential survey, and I want you to respond with the first thing that comes to your mind. Now, the first question is how much volunteer time or money have you donated on average each month of 2013 in the following types of community organizations? So the type of organizations that are listed here are churches or faith community, university or college, United Way or state employee campaign, families, children, and youth achieving their full potential. This would be like child care centers or youth organizations, family safety, security, disasters, emergency response, whether it's responding to a hurricane or helping somebody that needs emergency assistance. Families that take responsibility for their income, savings, and expenses. Improving or environmental improvement, particularly like recycling. And then community health for children, youth, and adults, or some other category. And then there's 2 categories here. We want to know how many hours you volunteered approximately each month. And then if you gave any money on a monthly basis, whether it's through a United Way campaign, you can check that, or if you've given at your church, how much money you're donating each month to your church. And this is a way that we can kind of get a snapshot of how engaged you are as employees in your community. Then the next question is, why do you support these particular causes in your community? It can just be a few sentences. Why do you believe in this? Why are you volunteering? Why are you giving money? The next question is then intended on going to the future, not just dwelling on the past, but we want to know what's the next big community improvement or cultural change that you'd like to see in this community? And what would you like to see happen in the next 5 to 10 years? Does it have to do with early childhood education? Does it have to do with financial stability? Does it have to do with health in our community? Does it have to do with seniors? What's on your heart? What are you most concerned about, and how we're going to be effective in the next 5 to 10 years? If you flip the survey over, the last question is, what are you interested in doing to make the above cultural change happen? And we're asking specifically about whatever you said, what would you like to see happen? What actions would you be willing to take to strengthen our community? Whether that would be giving money, whether that would be advocating for that cause, volunteering your time and expenses. Would you be willing to read an email that kept you informed on resources and volunteer activities? Would you be willing to join a Twitter account or United Way Facebook to stay current on those things? Would you be interested in volunteering on an advisory committee or a focus group or a work team, or some other way that you would love to give your time, your talents, and your treasure? Then finally, we just would like to know as much demographic information as we can about which sector of the community you work in or live in. The key thing is check all that apply to you and then circle the one you think that describes you the best. We want to know what county you live in. We want to know your family status. We want to know whether you're Hispanic or non-Hispanic. We want to know your race. We want to know how many years you've lived in the Brazos County, what your educational level is. And now here's the punchline. You have to give us your name and your email address if you're going to be in the drawing. And we're going to have drawings for gift cards during the first week of October, or second week in October, for anybody that's participated in this, and encouraging people to provide us with their email address and letting us know what you think and feel. Thanks.